back out fishing, back at Norton Disney, but this time on Turner's Lake. Had a quick mooch round, got the kids with us, with my pal, and we was going to go on Hodgett's Lake, but it is packed on there. On Turner's, there's a few spare swims, so we thought, well, come on here. There's a good chance of a few fish, and hopefully we can sneak some out this trip. It does look absolutely epic out there. The availability is around 50 swims available. Really good. It's really quiet, but just say everybody seems to be on Hodgett, so not to worry. But there was, when we turned up, when we were setting up, there was loads of fish out in front. There was fish all at the back of this weed bed here, hence why I've got a rod, my left rod. I had to put that in pretty much straight away, didn't do any feature finding, just flicked it out and on a little 12mm yellow pop-up just at the back of that weed bed, and that's why the rod tips up like that, because there was just fish. But yeah, it's been awkward to find spots, if I'm honest. I mean, you can see the two rods there, and just having a good feel about with the lead, and you find a bit of gravel, and then you cast back out and you struggle to find it. It's as though there's clumps and patches of gravel all round. So sort of found a bit in the zone at 14 wraps to, well, I'll show you that in a second, but yeah, 14 wraps and put about 40-50 spods out, and hopefully we can get a few fish this trip and get a good bit of action. Right, like I said, left rod, back of that weed bed, middle and right rod, fish together to that tree there at 14 wraps. There's patches of gravel out there all over, sort of in amongst it. It's got to be a decent spot. I have already had a couple of bleeps, couple of liners. The rod's probably only been out about half an hour, so hopefully can sneak something out. This left rod, so I've got the rod tip right up on that one, just sort of cutting across the top of that weed bed there, and hopefully trying all different things. Bit of plastic corn, 15mm wafter, and hopefully we can sneak something out this trip. But yeah, and like I say, a 12mm yellow pop-up. Let me show you around this swim. You two babysit the rods, please. Give me a shout if we get a beep. Thank you. And this real nice peg. Never fished this one before. So it's peg 8. Van is just there as well, so what a bonus. Didn't have far to come at all. But yeah, it is a lovely, lovely peg, as they all are on here. But this one looks absolutely mint. Look at that. What a glorious day. There's probably 50 swims available. So there's plenty of option on the lakes, but say it was just Hodgett's Lake, absolutely packed. I'm in peg 8. There's the track down to peg 7 where my pal is. And hopefully we can sneak a few out, because the kids like to see us catch. I don't mind blanking. Well, I do, but you know, the kids will get a bit fed up if we're not catching a few. So hopefully we can have a bumper session. Now things will settle down after all the spotting, and hopefully we can sneak a few fish. But check that out. Right, it's 6 o'clock. I'm hoping now all the spotting's finished, the casting about's finished, them rods are done for the night. I'm hoping that now all the commotion's stopped, gives them fish chance to come in, feed on that heavily baited spot, and I can sneak a fish. But to be honest, I think if it's going to happen, it's going to be sort of last light or first thing in the morning. Personally, there was fish showing right in front of us here, and that's proper died down now. But hopefully that's because they're on the spot and they're starting to feed. But who knows? And while them rods are out there, anything can happen. But yeah, it's looking good. It certainly is. Right, it's 8:45 now. Not managed any fish, even though they have been in front of me. But I'm pretty sure, like, through the night, first thing in the morning, we will sneak one out. I am pretty confident on that. I don't think it's been fishing today, as far as I can tell. Not noticed anybody catch anything. So yeah, it's been a bit of a tough one, but we'll keep at it. Hopefully, now all the baiting's done, it's just a case of sort of getting into the session, and hopefully them fish get on me spots and I can sneak something out during this trip. But yeah, it's a lovely evening. Looks absolutely epic out there. It's a great swim, this one. You've got a right view of the whole lake, looking right down the lake. Look how epic that looks. Looks absolutely mega. But anyway, right, I'm going to chill out, sit and watch the water till it gets dark. Hopefully I'll get back to you through the night or in the morning with a big Turner's Lake whacker. Happy days. It's 7:30 in the morning. That left hand rod just cast to that bit of slack water there, has just gone ripping off, but the fish tried to tuck him behind this weed bed, so I put in a bit of side strain on it. Just started to get it past this weed bed and it bumped off. Joys of barbless hooks, I guess. But yeah, gutted. That's the first run on a spinner rig, on a yellow one. And apart from that, I did have a bleep on that middle rod at liner on that at midnight, but nothing else. Pal to the right of me, he's had nothing else. I've not heard anybody else really catch anything else either. But yeah, absolutely gutted to lose one. But anyway, rod's done again. It's back out there, so there's every chance that it can go ripping off. I mean, I haven't even done 24 hours yet, so yeah, there's a good shout I can actually catch something this trip. But it's always devastating to lose one, isn't it? But yeah, it is what it is. I'll soldier on and hopefully put it right a bit later on today. But what a glorious morning. It's really hot, really warm today. I was contemplating bringing one in and putting it out on a zig, seeing as it's so hot, and to tell you the truth, it was going to be that rod there as well. I was going to bring that off that spot, so I shall certainly be leaving that one out there, seeing as I've had a take off it. But yeah, we'll have some breakfast, have a drink, and decide what I'm going to do for the day. So the only rod that I haven't had any bleeps on or anything is that mass baited one to the right there. But yeah, let's see. Right, stop waffling and get sorted out. The water at Disney is super clear. I mean, check that out. It is like tap water. All in the edges. There is quite a bit of weed, but once you get sort of 2 rod lengths out, it drops off that deep. It's just proper clear. It seems like you wait an eternity when you drop a lead out for the drop. It's cast out and it boom, and it always seems to go down with a right thump. But yeah, I had a little play about half an hour ago. This right hand rod, it's on a 13-foot zig in about 18 foot of water, and it's probably about 8-10 wraps out, because I don't know if you can pick that up, just there is fish milling about. It's just like yesterday, they're all over the top. So I thought, right, I'm gonna fish a zig right up until tea time, and I'm gonna drop all 3 rods on a Ronnie and go back on all the baited spots. Still gutted about that one I lost, but it happens. The joys of barbless hook, I'm afraid. But hopefully we can put it right going forward this trip and make something happen. Look at that, it looks lovely, and it is scorching hot. And it has been a good trip, just like a fish, just to finish it off. Notice some of these mats are starting to look a bit tired now. The one in my pal's peg, that's 10 times worse, but that sort of looks like maybe chewed by something. But yeah, they're left out 24/7. It's gonna happen, I'm afraid. But yeah, this one and one in my pal's bag is certainly the worst I've seen, that's for sure. Well, lost one this morning. It's about 11 o'clock, 11:30 now. Got the 13-foot zig out on a bit of yellow and black foam. Probably about 8 rod lengths out. And this 18-pounder has just gone screaming off. And check that out. What an absolute stunner. Scales on that are lovely, aren't they, Alice? Isn't that a pretty fish?
Yeah.
It's nice, James, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right, I'll show you the other side. And check out that side. Whew. Right, get that zig rod back out, and hopefully can get another one. There's a beautiful one, wasn't it, Alice?
Yes.
And you did very well with the netting. But check that out, buzzing. All the fish in here are stunners like that. Come on, darling. Yes. Cheers, guys.
Right.
Thanks for your help, James. Thanks, Alice.
Yeah.
In a minute. Well, I'm proper buzzing after that, especially after losing one this morning. I was gutted, I'll be honest, I truly was. You always are losing one, but yeah, first fish as well, first take, lost it, and then switched to the zig because it was on top, and buzzing. What a stunner that was as well. But yeah, it's back out there. Figure that's about 4 foot off the top as well, so they are cruising on the top, but obviously that 4 foot off the top, it might be the one. I would put another rod on a zig, but you are only allowed to use 1 rod on a zig here. Strange rule, I don't know why, but it is what it is. So you've got to obey the rules. But anyway, we've had one. It's looking really good out there. The fish are still cruising on top, just in front, and hopefully I can sneak another one. Well, I just lost another one on the zig rod. That's the beauty of zigs and barbless hooks. But yeah, that right hand rod. Back in the zone, we're back out there, seems like about 40 minutes, something like that, not long. And it's shot off again, pulled really hard this fish, started heading to the right there, and then just come off. So that's the way it goes. It happens with zigs, but yeah, they seem to be responding well to this nice zig, 4 foot under the surface, yellow and black foam. And hopefully I can really get something going today and put a few fish on the bank, which would be really, really nice. But yeah, buzzing anyway. Had one, getting a bit of action. Life is good, and it looks lovely out there. Happy days. It's 8:30 at night. The sun is setting over there. Looks absolutely lovely. That wind is pushing in now. It's turned slightly and it's straight in our face. So, new wind, these fish will certainly follow it. So I am very, very optimistic for morning. Well, from now till the end of the trip. Suppose we've got to be off by 11, so we'll see how we feel in the morning. But yeah, I'm mega optimistic that we can sneak some more fish out. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the session so far. Had 3 runs, caught 1 fish, and what a belter that was. So I can't grumble at that at all. What a scaly banger that was. It was absolutely epic, that fish. But it would be nice to have 1 more for sure before we go. But it does look nice out there. It feels right. And fish have been showing as well. I think they're coming back down this way, and I've just got a feeling it'll work. I've got the right hand rods on my baited spot at 14 wraps to the buoy over there. Middle rods on the zig. That's just cast about 8 to 10 wraps straight out in front, 13 foot deep. And that rod that did the bite this morning off the fish I lost is just cast just backside of that wall, just in line with that weed bed, not at the back of it, because I don't want to have my line cutting across the top of it. But yeah, just to the edge, more sort of here, and a light scattering a boilie on that. And that's what I did yesterday, and so that ripped off this morning. So hopefully same thing happens tomorrow, but this time instead of bumping the fish, I can land it. It's funny, yellows always seem to do the do on here for me. For other people it's pinks and reds, but for me it's yellows. I mean, even my zig is a little bit of yellow and black foam, so everything incorporates a bit of yellow. It always seems to work. But right, not going to do any more filming unless I catch one. Failing that, guys, I'll catch back up with you in the morning. It's 7 in the morning. Lost one last night at 2 o'clock on the zig again. So did me pal, just to the right of me. And in the last sort of 40 minutes, he's just had 2 fish as well. So hopefully they're right in front and they're having a bit of a feed up. So I'm proper optimistic. It's prime bite time. Yesterday that left hand rod that went rattling off at 7:30. So there's every chance I can sneak something else out before we get off home. But yeah, that's the joys of fishing zigs. You do seem to lose a few, especially with barbless hooks as well, but not to worry, at least I've had one. It's not a camping session, it's a carping session, and it was a very nice one indeed. And it has been a really enjoyable trip. It's been good fun. I would like 1 more before I pack up, but what a beautiful day. It's lovely to wake up staring out at that view. This is probably one of the best pegs on the lake, tell you the truth. Look at it, it's see right down the lake, see everything that's going on. You can watch them fish. It's mega swim, great views. Certainly up there. But right, gonna have a drink, chill out, do a mega slow pack up, which will be quite easy today because the van is literally right behind us. But hopefully I'll be interrupted in doing that to land a big fish. Happy days. coming to the end of the session, got half an hour left, just got the bivvy up, and the rod's out. But yeah, it's been a good trip, plenty of runs, lost far too many fish. That's zig fishing for you though, and barbel sucks. I think it's to be expected, but the only tip I can offer coming on Turners in this sort of heat, I mean, it's scorching, it really is warm, and it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning, is get on them zigs and get the zig in the top third. And yeah, well, from sort of 14 foot, 15, 16 foot, something like that, and that seems to be the one that gets you plenty of bites, but also can be a bit frustrating. But I can't grumble. I've had an absolute belting fish. That 18-pounder was absolutely lovely. What a cracking fish that was, and a lot of them are in here. They are a nice strain of fish, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to stick a subscribe button there. If you could hit the button, it's greatly appreciated, guys. Please put some comments below, hit some likes. They're all massively appreciated. All the comments, I do reply to everybody. Thanks for watching, take care, tight lines, see you on the next one.